Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, we're back outside again on my front porch because it's raining still. And I apologize if you actually see in the background my cat. You probably see it here right behind me on my shoulder over here. She's walking around back there. But that's my big, huge bobcat, yes. My beautiful little girl. Well, big girl, but whatever. Today, guys, we're here to talk about Noden and why I'm so happy that Noden actually didn't come to the TCG, and the pros and cons generically of why I'm happy Noden did not come into the World Superstarter set. Now, like I talked about in my last video when I was so excited about the World Superstarter set coming out, I'm happy that Noden wasn't in that set. And I think a lot of people originally, when the set list was announced of all the cards we were getting in the set, and Noden wasn't on that list, people got really upset very quickly about that. They felt that the set was no good at all. It was a junk set. You know, there was no money in the set and things of that nature. Now, granted, some of that may be true. You know, Noden would have been a meta-defining card and all that, and he would have had a very, impact on the game as a whole, not just competitively, but overall. But I think that, with Noden out of the picture, not being in the set is still good on its own because of what it brings, and something that it shows something that Konami hasn't done in a long time. That being giving OCG support in a big set to the TCG. That's what I think makes the World Superstarter set good as a whole. It brings something that they've been doing in the OCG forever. They're getting all our TCG exclusive in a single pack, and now we're getting the same thing, and hopefully going forward, this is something that they, like I've talked about before, like they do yearly. But back on Noden, with Noden not being here, what does it do to the TCG, and what do you personally feel about it? Are you disappointed that Noden didn't come here to the TCG in the set? Are you happy it didn't come? Personally, I'm happy Noden didn't come to the TCG. Granted, it does open up Pandora's box when you bring Noden. It makes Instant Fusion completely broken and ridiculous. I've seen too many weird combos for too long with Noden to know that that card is unhealthy for the game, personally. Yes, you may say, well, it's fun to play around with, and granted, that is a thing, but I'm going to tell you, people said that about Dragon Rulers, and look what we think about Dragon Rulers now. Before they got banned, that is. But you know what I'm trying to say. Noden, I think, would be one of those cards that would definitely cause Instant Fusion to get banned, or limited to one, most likely limited to one. But it just would be unhealthy for the game. It would have completely just destroyed any deck. There would have just been so many other decks coming out of the woodwork right now if Noden was legal here in the TCG. Now, what do I think they're going to do since Noden didn't come in the set? What are their plans? Well, some people have hypothesized that it will be a prize card, and if it is a prize card, it's going to be a very expensive prize card. That is a plausible thing that may happen. We'll have to wait and see if that does happen. Other people have stated, because from what I heard of, and I think is probably the main reason Noden did not come over here to the TCG, excuse me, is because of the fact that the book, I believe it's written about, H.G.O. Lovecraft. I don't know the exact book. I've never read the story on Noden, with the backstory on Noden and the Elder Gods. But apparently there's some conflict with the TCG, trying to get the thing legal over here. Kind of like the same thing that happened with Manji Girl, and why we've been waiting about 5 years for Manji Girl to get over here, and why it's probably never going to get over here. And the same thing kind of seems to have happened to Noden. Now, I think because of how powerful Noden is, and how that card necessarily is a technical money card, and how expensive it's probably going to be when it comes out, no matter what rarity it comes out in, depending upon the format and what happens. Granted, they may limit it Instant Fusion, then it'll become, they won't be as good as a card. They may pre-hit Instant Fusion. But granted, for the most part, when Noden comes out, it's a money card. And Konami probably already knows that, and I bet the heck they know that. They already know that going into if they do release them. So if they do get the rights to release Noden, or they already have the rights to release Noden here in the TCG, they may just be waiting. They may be waiting, A, for it to not become as broken, B, make it as a release it in a certain set as a super short print secret or something like that, and it'll be super expensive. And then after a format, kind of like what they did with 6 Cents, they hit or ban instant fusion, making Noden not as powerful. So that is something that they may do. Those are just my thoughts on Noden. But I'm happy they didn't bring Noden here to the TCG. I think it would cause too many shenanigans. Yes, I personally think it would have been fun to play around, but it's kind of that old adage. You want Noden, but you don't want your opponent to be playing with Noden. That's kind of the feeling I get from a lot of people in the community. They want Noden. They want to play with the card. They've been playing it with it online for a long time now. But they don't want to play against Noden. Kind of reminds me of some other powerful decks in the past that's happening to, where you want to play that deck, but you don't want your opponent to be playing that deck because it's too powerful. So that's my thoughts on that. And I think people originally, like I said before, when it was originally said that Noden wasn't going to come out, get very upset. Either because they invested money into Noden coming out, or they were expecting it to come out and they got disappointed because of that reason. But those are just my thoughts. Personally, like I said, I'm happy Noden didn't come out because I think it would have caused too many shenanigans. But that's just my personal opinion. So down below, guys, in the comment section, tell me what your personal opinion is. Are you happy Noden didn't come out in World Superstarter set, or are you disappointed about Noden not coming out? And tell me why, down below. Why? Explain your reason, like I explained mine, why I'm happy it didn't come out. But till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Seto Kaiba, I'm out of you guys till next time. And I'll mention one more thing is, which I didn't mention in the video, I think if Noden had come out in the World Superstar set, that would have really messed up the Nats season, or National season coming out, because it's going to start up here in a couple months, a month or two now, when Nationals rolls around, and I think that would have really affected how Nationals happens, and maybe that's one of the reasons why they didn't release it also in this set. Just another thought. But till next time, guys, take care, everybody. Seto Kaiba, I'm out for you guys. Till next time. Good luck dueling to y'all, and tell me what your thoughts are down below.